Hey, fight fans, welcome to my new YouTube channel. I had another one. It had a few thousand subscribers. It got deleted. It's a long story. I won't bore you with it. We'll get right to this clip from my podcast. But I just want to say I would appreciate anybody supporting this new channel, subscribing to it, telling a friend, commenting on the videos, thumbs up. I'm going to share a lot more short interviews with some of the biggest names in the UFC, in addition to clips from my podcast. And I have a lot of ideas swirling around in my big head of mine of behind the scenes fun that I could have in the UFC building, in the UFC Apex, and on the road as well. Thanks for the support. Thanks for click and play. RJ Clifford, people who know him, he is on the weigh-in show and he's kind of behind the scenes. And he had a few fights. And at one point he had a fight and he had to like warm up in like a horse stable. Like he was warming up on straw and like dodging piles of horse crap. Like, what is your story of a crazy early event like that?
My first fight ever, which was 3 weeks, I think 3 or 4 weeks after I started training, was in the New York Underground. This was obviously when it was illegal in New York. New York only became legal, I think, in
2016. I think
2016. So this is 2005, and I remember going. My coach at the time asked me if I wanted to fight. I said, "Yeah, let's do it." And we go up there. I end up being the main event of the fight, which I don't know how. It was a boxing gym in the Bronx. It was like 110 degrees. There's people drinking 40s in the stands. Again, I end up being the main event. There was no weigh-in, no ambulance, and there was no rules. We were just going to do one 15-minute round, literally no rules. And I go in there. This is my first fight. I'm fighting a guy from New York who was supposedly highly touted. He had a bunch of fights before. And I go in there and I'm fighting with this guy, and he gets me in the tie clinch and hits me in a couple knees. I shake it off. We end up scrapping for a couple minutes. I end up mounting him. I headbutted him, and I won a TKO in like 3.5 minutes. And I remember going out to dinner with my family afterwards, and I'm in the bathroom with one of my buddies. And my face didn't look bad at all. It didn't look like I got hit or anything. But I just had a bloody nose. So I went to blow my nose, and my whole eye just filled up with air. Because I ended up breaking my orbital, which I didn't know at the time. And I opened up a sinus passage. So when you blow your nose, your eye fills up with air. I had like air in between my head and my scalp, my skull. And I'm sitting in the bathroom trying to push it out my eyeball like a smart guy. But that was my first pretty much introduction into fighting. And when I said, all right, I still want to do this after that, I knew this was for me.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say, is like coming from a formal wrestling background of like college wrestling, high school wrestling, all that, where it is sanctioned and ambulances and referees. Why did you feel so comfortable? 110 degrees in the Bronx at a boxing gym, people drinking 40s. How old were you? 22?
23. Yeah, 23.
23. Like, why did that feel like where you belonged?
That felt more natural than fighting in the octagon, to be honest with you.
No way.
I mean, yeah, growing up fighting in clubs and on the streets. I mean, that's a little bit more natural. I literally throwing headbutts. I mean, I didn't have to worry about rules, and it was just one 15-minute go. Let's see who could fucking last. I kind of loved it.
Were there people like waving cash? I would imagine
there was
like cash all over.
There was side action.
Cigar smoke.
I remember I got paid $10 for every ticket that someone bought that came to see me. So 16 people come to see me. So I broke my face for $160.
And so afterwards, you're out at dinner and you're in the bathroom. So that means you went to the bathroom, you looked fine with your family, and then you blew your nose and you came out of the bathroom looking a different way.
Yes, I looked, yeah, my eye was like shut and fat.
So what did they say?
Oh, my mother's like, she starts bugging out. What's wrong? Oh my God. So we're calling nurses and people we know. And they're like, yeah, you probably broke something in your face. You go to the doc, I went to I ate dinner and then I went to the hospital.
Waiter comes over like, I'm sorry, did you have, what did you have again? Did you order yet? Right. Jesus.